It's just a very quiet morning. And I'm just the only one here in the entire park, I think. Okay, let's go again. Come on, Joey. That's a nice little thing. Yeah, and it's a time to see some wildlife. But it's not really a pretty area. Unfortunately, I have what I call a helicopter in my van. He's beautiful. I'll try to get him out. He's stuck. Some beautiful flowers. I'm here in Eufaula National Wildlife Refuge, and as you hopefully can see, there's a cormorant drying his wings and an egret just watching over the water, and I'm completely alone. Starting with a few nice flowers. This is how I spend my time. It's a beautiful estuary, and got my camera. And this is how I look at it. This is what happens if you're on a one-lane road. Luckily it wasn't too far. Thank you. I'm finally here in Tuskegee at a gas station, an old gas station. I'll show it. It's in the heart of Tuskegee. It's abandoned. But it has a serious and very interesting history. It's difficult to see, but I think I managed to do it. This is a bathroom in the gas station, and a young student, Mr. Young, from Tuskegee, was killed because he tried to use the bathroom here. I think he was the first person that was killed here during the civil rights movement. So if you want to read the entire story, you can pause the video. It's, I think, a good thing that they preserved the building, although not much maintenance is done, so it's, that's a little bit of a pity. I think these stories are always worth telling and remembering, and never too old to learn. Only a couple of miles away, I'm here at the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site. There's some signs here with the whole story. This is an original photograph, and you can see it was taken at the same point, more or less. The building on the left-hand side was the first building. It was built in 41, and because of the rapid expansion, they built a second one as well. This field has been preserved in commemoration of these Tuskegee Airmen. Yeah, this is the first building, and it looks so big from the outside, but once you're here, the second building is quite large, but this one is tiny. This base was built in 41 as the first training base for African American people. This is the very first hangar. And this is actually one of the original planes that was flown at that time. Look at that motor. Incredible, huh? Incredible. Can you imagine? Oh, the building is beautiful too. Look at these trusses. I assume those are still original. Maybe repaired, I don't know. Oh, and these are the hangar doors. That's interesting. And this is an example of parachute folding. Oh, these pipes, those are the ones I sold when I was younger. Really nice. There's more. And this is good, right? A chair, a typewriter. That's good. Startsman, McElveen. Okay, this is the supply room. Oh, parts. Yeah, parts. Paint. Oh, that's nice. Huh? And now we still have access to the tea room. It is small. It is small. It's a small cafeteria. Iced tea. Oh, those look good.
As George L. Washington, Mountain general manager, put it, the two races mingled very freely and developed close working relationships. There was one lunchroom.
Well, and that's it. Let me see if I can find Joey. He's parked in the shade, but I cannot leave him too long. So, but now let's see. Oh, Joey. But it's okay. It's warm, but it's okay. Hi there. Yeah, are you doing fine? Yeah. No? Nothing to drink? Okay, I'll have a walk with you. I probably won't pronounce it correctly, but over there is the Notasulga school, Rosenwald school, and I'll have a look over there later. And this is the same, but then in the same church. It belongs to it. This is the location of a horrible, what would we call it, a experiment, or for 40 years long, the United States had a test study for syphilis, applied it to African American people here, only African American. And you really have to research it to see the details. For me, it's even a little bit more difficult because this is relatively new history for me as well. But this is the place at the church where people were administered and so on. So I'm just the entire place here is historic, and I don't know, it's a historic site, National Historic Site, and there's a plaque over there, a marker. It's at the back, it's not on the front, but on the back. I don't know why, but it's a recruitment site for the infamous Tuskegee syphilis study to determine the effects of untreated syphilis on the Negro male. More men were recruited from this side than any other side. Well, you can read it all. It's just, it's probably so shameful they had to put it on the back of the marker. And it was under the tree where they were all recruited. These benches seem to be original. Very simple. The sign is not really readable anymore, so. But this is the Rosenwald School, and as you can see and read on the marker, that was again a positive thing. Financed from private funds and local money, although there wasn't much. It afforded at least some additional education for young black children. Oh yeah, no, to the left, Joey. I'll go first, here. To be careful, you see these huge rock croppings. Oh. There is a tower here, an old fire tower. It's not used anymore, but we'll see how that looks like. You have to take a rest first, Joey? Although you can see the tower through the trees there. Don't know what that has been, but little remains of a house. And you got beautiful views over the lake, even there in the distance. Oh. I didn't think I had any problems climbing towers, but I'm not a real hero in it, I notice. This is just a beautiful view. I'm here at the next location. I had two strikeouts, so I couldn't reach two of the locations that I needed, so maybe I'll do that next time. But right now I'm at Lake Chinnabee in the Talladega Forest, National Forest, and it's already late in the day. I think it's around 6 p.m. You see it in the distance, but it's hardly a waterfall. So I have to come back here in spring. Come, Joey. Joey is tired and is walking behind me. Now this is a boardwalk, I suppose. Oh, it's more like a bridge. That is starting to look like a waterfall. Getting a little bit closer here to the upper fall. But he doesn't really want to have a look at it. Look at all these rocks. It's a beautiful place. I think he's still up. Huh? Is it okay? That's a good end of the day, yeah? He's got his own pool. I might have joined him if we were a little bit earlier, but still get my chance for that, hopefully. He's sitting there on his own. It's time to go. So I'm returning to the van. Maybe Joey's coming along. And then I'm heading for my campsite, which is only a couple of miles away. So if it's still light, I'll show you. Otherwise, I'll show it to you tomorrow morning. Oh, before I go, please pay attention to these missing children. If you have any information, please call the appropriate number. Hi guys, this is Joey and we're building a one-of-a-kind RV. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like and subscribe. Or better yet, leave a comment. Thanks guys. You've done a good job.